Hello and welcome to our first Dreamweaver website design project. In this series you'll learn how to build a complete website from start to finish using Dreamweaver CS6. You can use your own images and resources for this project, or if you prefer you can download all of the project files shown in these tutorials. You can also get the complete series manual in printed or ebook format along with the high definition video tutorials from wizibooks.com. In this lesson we'll continue to work on our index.html page, and what we'll be doing next is to work on the three boxes at the bottom of the page. Now we'll do this in two stages. The first thing we'll do is to add the content, and then in our next lesson we'll format it so that that content ends up in these boxes. So let's start working on the content. I've opened up my index.html. And the boxes are going to appear underneath this last paragraph of text. So let's switch over to the code view and let's find that in our code. So here's our content area, and underneath it we've got the boxes. Now they're not formatted as boxes just yet. We're going to add the content first. So I'm going to place my cursor between the first opening and closing box div, and we'll press a tab to indent. And what we need to start with is a heading tag. Now we've already used an H1 tag up here for our main heading, and we don't want the headings for our boxes to be quite so big. So we're going to open up an H2 tag. And we'll close that off straight away. And this is where our heading will go. And the first box contains the image of the lights across the water, and that's called Reflections. So that will be the title for this first box. We'll come down underneath that and we'll insert the little bit of text that goes underneath the picture. And we'll do that in a P tag. So we'll open up the P tag and we'll close it straight away. Cursor back until we're in between the opening and closing P tags. And then we'll type in the text for that first box. So I'll just type that in. So taken at night with a camera on a tripod and an exposure of 5 seconds. Now let's go in between the heading and the P tag and we'll insert our image. So we'll open up an image tag, type in src, press enter and enter again. Now our first image is the box image 4, and that's the colourful lights across the water image. Again, at the bottom you can see the dimensions of the file if you're using your own images. We'll say OK to that, and then we'll close this image tag off with a space, / and angle bracket. I'm just going to save that, and we'll preview that in the browser. So we'll scroll down and there we go. We've got our reflections. There's the H2 heading, followed by the image, and then the paragraph of text appears underneath. Now we're going to insert 3 boxes, so we want 3 lots of content here. Let's switch back to Dreamweaver, and for quickness I'm just going to copy what I've done here and paste that into the second and the third box area. Tidy that code up a little bit. So this is our original one, the reflections, and that's the image 4. We've got our paragraph of text. Now the second box, the title for that one was Harbour Sunset. And again we'll update this text, and for the harbour picture the text in there is taken at the harbour as the sun was going down. Now we could go back in and browse for the file that we want, but I know that the file we're after here is the box image 2. So I'm just going to edit that code to read box image 2. We'll do the same for the third box, and we'll change the title to start with, and this should read Urban Sky. The image for this one is box image 3, so we'll just edit that number, and then we'll just update the text at the bottom, and that's going to read, "This dramatic sky was achieved with a little underexposure." So there we go. We've simply copied and pasted the text and then updated it accordingly. I'm just going to get rid of the unwanted spaces here. So we've got box 1, box 2. Oops, let's get rid of that space. There, so box 1, box 2, and finally box 3. Let's save that. And let's again preview that in the browser. So now we've got our 3 content sections for each of the boxes, and in the next lesson what we'll do is we'll format these to look like those on the finished web page. If you found this series of videos helpful and you want to receive updates on video tutorials as they're released, why not subscribe to my channel? And don't forget to like and share it with your friends.